Hello mga kababayan, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today pag-uusapan natin everything about being a scrub nurse here in the UK. So yung mga expectations, kung sino yung mga makakatrabaho nyo, and paano makapag-earn ng extra money when you're working as a scrub nurse here in the UK. Kung interesado kayo, then stick around. So kung bago kayo dito and first time yung napapanood tong video ko, then please look at my YouTube channel and look at my older videos kasi nandoon yung process of how you can get here in the UK. So if nandito na kayo sa UK and you're starting to work as a scrub nurse, you probably already know na hindi kayo agad-agad makakapag-scrub. So kailangan nyo munang tapusin yung OSCE nyo, and after your OSCE, you have to have your blood test to make sure that all your vaccines are up to date. Kapag hindi, bibigyan nila kayo ng booster and then saka kayo makakapag-scrub. It's for your protection and for the patients as well. So, pagdating nyo dito, obviously, kailangan yung matapusin yung OSCE nyo, and yung OSCE, kailangan, while you're reviewing for that, kailangan nyo ng ward experience as well. So, alam nyo naman na iba yung trabaho ng scrub nurse kumpara sa ward nurses. Karaniwan yan, ilalagay kayo sa wards or ilalagay muna kayo sa recovery suite ng main theaters department nyo kasi yung OSCE is more ward-based at the moment. So, hopefully in the future, mas magiging theater-based na siya kapag alam nilang scrub nurse ka. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen. So, yun yung mangyayari. Pagdating nyo dito, magtatrabaho kayo agad while you're reviewing for the OSCE. Once you pass that, kailangan nyo ng blood test to see if your vaccines are up to date, saka kayo makakapag-scrub. Kapag nag-start na kayong mag-scrub, well, habang nagre-review kayo ng OSCE nyo, minsan ilalagay nila kayo in a theater just so you can see how the theater operates and you can see how everyone do their different roles. So, sa isang main theater department, iba-iba yung professionals na nagtatrabaho together. So, meron tayong kapwa natin nurse, meron din sila ditong ODPs or Operating Department Practitioners na nagpa-function similarly to us. So, pwede sila sa recovery, pwede silang maging scrub, pwede din silang maging anesthetic assistants. So, kasabay natin silang nagtatrabaho side to side. Ang pinagkaiba lang ng scrub nurse tsaka ng scrub ODP is yung ODPs, yung training nila is mainly focused on just the operating department itself. So, in a way, mas detalyado yung training nila kumpara sa ating mga nurse where during our training, we are just given a general idea of the environment, whereas yung ODPs, talagang mas detalyado yung training nila. So, on every aspect of the main theaters department. So, karaniwan mas magaling sila sa atin kumpara sa when it comes to being an anesthetic assistant. Like ako, hindi ako na-train in assisting the anesthetist. So, wala ako masyadong alam about drugs that they use, how to operate the machine, o paano i-check sa umaga kung paano gumagana yung anesthetic machine. I didn't get any of those trainings, pero yung mga ODPs, na-train sila to do all those things. So, it's quite nice to work side by side with them because you learn quite a lot from ODPs as well. So, other than ODPs, meron din tayong TCAs or your Theater Care Assistants. So, yung Theater Care Assistants naman, ang trabaho nila, para silang porter, at the same time, nagka-function din sila as, they also perform the circulating role. So, sila yung nagpupunta sa mga wards para mag-collect ng patient to bring them to our department. And at the same time, pag nandun na yung pasyente sa theaters, sila naman yung magiging circulating mo kapag wala kang other nurses around. And they perform these roles very well. So, karaniwan, kapag bago ka sa isang department, ipapartner ka nila sa isang TCA so you can learn what they do, like just positioning the patient safely, yung mga kailangan mong table attachments, kung orthopedic side yung kailangan mong gawin, or laparoscopic cases, or arthroscopic cases, and paano yung waste disposals, paano linisin at i-check yung theater before and after the cases. So, yung mga maliliit na bagay na kailangan mong matutunan sa umpisa, sila yung magtuturo sa'yo. And they're very good at doing this job, so they're always ideal to help the new members of staff. Kasi after your drug results, what do I always say drug results? Once your blood results has come up and you're ready to scrub, then you get to learn more about the scrub role. So like I said, kapag nag-umpisa na kayong mag-scrub, ang karaniwan mangyayari is pa-partner nila kayo with a TCA, so you learn the basics of how a runner or circulating staff does their role here. So importante na malaman mo yung limitations din ng role mo na yun before you could start scrubbing. Once you start scrubbing, depende yan sa magiging mentor mo kung paano yung approach nila when it comes to teaching. And kapag, for example, napunta ka sa orthopedic side, you have to do joint replacements. Karaniwan, kailangan mag-work ka closely with your mentor para mas mapadali yung learning mo. So, kailangan nilang malaman yung learning style mo, kung ano ba yung mas madali. Gusto mo bang manood first or gusto mo bang mag-sumabak agad and learn from your mistakes? So, something like that. Pero karaniwan, kailangan mag-double scrub sila sa'yo kasi titignan nila yung kung paano ka mag-scrub, kung paano ka maghugas ng kamay, kung paano ka magsuot ng gown. They have to watch all of these things. So sa operating theater namin, karaniwan kapag magsusuot ka ng gloves, you have to do the close technique. And kapag orthopedics, kailangan mo mag-double glove. So, yun yung mga basics na kailangan mong matutunan pag nag-umpisa ka ng maging scrub nurse dito. So, paano naman tayo makapag-earn ng extra money when you're performing the role of a scrub nurse dito sa UK? So, dito meron silang private lists. So, sometimes merong mga pasyente na hindi pwedeng or hindi makapaghintay ng months before they have their operation. So, they pay privately for their operation to have it done earlier. So, i-advertise yan ng consultant surgeon and you can put your name down as a scrub if you want to do it. But you have to be sure na confident kang gawin yung case before you put your name down, obviously, because this will be out of hours and less yung people na makatulong sa'yo kung hindi ka masyadong familiar dun sa case na gagawin mo. So, before you put your name down for private lists, make sure you're confident and you're prepared for everything that could happen during the case. Kasi, like I said, you don't have a lot of people to help you out if you're doing a private patient. So when you do a private list, you get paid twice the hours that you're working. So kung for example, nag-last ng 4 hours yung case, you'll get paid 8 hours. So yun yung private list. So if you've watched some of my older videos, sinabi ko sa inyo kung how much we get paid every hour and you just have to double that. And you'll find out how much it is when you do a private patient. At the moment, meron din silang tinatawag naming Saturday list. So you can also put your name down. Merong orthopedic lists, merong general surgery list sa hospital na pinagtatrabuhan namin. I don't know about any other trusts. Pero obviously sa orthopedic side, mostly yan yung elective cases, elective joint replacements. For example, like knee replacements, hip replacements, shoulder replacements. And sa general side naman, meron silang laparoscopic cholecystectomies or lap appendixes or hernias sometimes. But all of these are done on a Saturday and you get paid twice the amount as well. And if you're doing orthopedics, on top of how much you get paid, they give you more if you're doing joint replacements kasi mas malaki yung budget for joint replacements. So, yan yung other way of earning more money. So obviously, like I said, with the private patients, you have to make sure, or private lists, you have to make sure you're confident enough to do the case kasi just like a private list, walang masyadong staff there to help you out if you run into trouble. So you have to make sure you're fully prepared for what's worse to come. So I would advise na bago ka maglagay ng name mo sa private lists or Saturday lists, you have to make sure you are fully confident about the case first. Once you get trained even more, pwede ka na rin mag-start doing weekend shifts and bank shifts and night shifts. So lahat ng to ay merong increments to your salary. Not quite twice how much, just like private list, hindi siya twice, hindi siya times 2. I think it might be times half of 1.5 or something. I'm not quite sure. Pero you get something out of it. Kasi kapag weekends or night shifts, yan ay tinatawag na unsocial hours. So you get paid a bit more when you're doing those shifts. Pero just like private lists, konti yung staff members na makakatrabaho mo. So sometimes hindi nila kayo bibigyan ng night shifts or late shifts or weekend shifts until they can see that you can stand on your own feet in the theaters department. Yung bank shifts naman, pwede mong gawin yan within your department, or you can also do other bank shifts sa ibang department ng hospital kung saan familiar kang mag-work. So if you've worked previously in a ward here in the UK and you're working in theaters, you can also do bank shifts in the wards as well, and you get paid more for that as well. So that's another way of making more money when you're a scrub nurse. Dito meron din silang tinatawag na hot shifts. So kapag may staff member na nag-off sick, and for example they're working the weekend, it's going to be hard to find someone to work those shifts. So kapag umabot na sa point na it's the day before the shift that needs to be filled in, i-advertise nila yan as a hot shift, and you'll get paid. I think it depends on the trust, pero sa amin, I think if it's a full shift, like an early shift, you get paid £50 on top of the hours that you'll be working in. And so if you think about it, kung buong weekend kang magtatrabaho for 2 shifts, £50 on top, so you get £100 on top of those 2 shifts together. So that's another way of making money. So if there's hot shifts advertised in your department, then you can go for it as well. But obviously you have to be confident within yourself before you start doing all these things, kasi yun talaga yung importante. You don't want to be in a position na you end up in an emergency situation and you're not quite sure what to do because you're not quite familiar with what's going on yet. So make sure you're ready within yourself before you start doing these shifts. Another tip is, kung gagawa kayo ng private list, Saturday lists, bank shifts, whatever, make sure you don't do too much. Una, because obviously you have to look after yourself. Kapag ka nagkasakit ka dito, yeah, free ang healthcare, pero walang ibang tao tutulong sa'yo unless you're living with other Filipinos in your apartment or something. Pero kung solo ka and you don't have anyone to look after you, if you get sick, then it's going to be hard for you. So make sure you look after yourself before you work all these extra things above your hours of work. Ang second is because the more you work, the more tax you'll get. So sometimes you work so much na sumasabay yung taas ng tax sa salary mo. So the more you work, the more tax you'll get. So once or twice, 1 or 2 sessions a month, I think is enough para mag-increase yung salary mo to a point of satisfactory. Pero kapag sinobrahan mo yan, tataas masyado yung tax mo, it's almost not worth doing too many. So just keep that in mind as well. So look at kapag nag-umpisa ka na magtrabaho and you get your pay slip, just have a look at how much you get deducted when you do so much private lists and Saturday list or whatever. So isa lang yung tip namin, kasi yan yung binigay sa akin na tip when I started working here, kasi obviously it's exciting, isn't it? Because you get paid more when you're not doing anything at home. You might as well be at home at work and earn extra money. Pero gaya ng sinabi ko, the more you work, the more you get taxed. So just be careful and look at that as well before you overwork yourself. So that's it for me today. Hopefully naging helpful to sa mga nag-aspire maging scrub nurses dyan. If you have any more questions, then please just put it in the comment section below. I'm really eager to hear from you guys and tell me what you want to learn more about being a scrub nurse or a nurse here in the UK. And I'll answer all your questions to the best of my abilities. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment and please subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you very much for watching.